Hi guys, welcome to the Picks in the Six. I'm Jose. This is Paul. We're gonna do update on the divisional final in NFL, and then we're gonna do our picks for the conference finals. So let's begin, Paul. So our first game was 49ers versus Vikings. 49ers. Final score was 27-10. 49ers team shut it down.
49ers could have won by a lot more.
Yeah, I think so too. Best player for you, Paul?
For the Niners, there's a few players.
Okay, go ahead, my
The
friend.
first one is the 49ers defense.
Yeah,
They shut down the Vikings offense.
yeah, that's right.
The running back for the Niners, not just one running back, they had a couple
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, they have three actually.
Yeah.
And then the last one,
It's like the reliable tight end.
Kittle. Yes, George Kittle is amazing. And then for Vikings, what was yours? From
The only one that was, I would have to say, maybe the coach. Like the coach.
No, you didn't even pick a player. You're like all the players
because they
are
weren't that many
garbage.
first downs. They weren't first
Yeah.
downs.
Okay.
And the coach, even when things weren't going well, he still tried everything, the right plays.
Yeah.
But the 49ers just had the defense, so.
Okay, and then for me, I picked a player for the Vikings, Cousins. He was the best of the worst players.
Yeah.
He got 21 out of 29 attempts, 172 yards, one touchdown, one interception. And then for the 49ers, you think I'm going to pick Jimmy, but I didn't pick Jimmy. I picked Coleman, the running back.
Yeah.
Right? He had 22 carries, 105 yards, average of 4.8 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So that was amazing running for him. And then our next game
Was
is
maybe the upset?
the
of-
upset of the century. Ravens versus Titans. Ravens were supposed to win by 14, but they lost by, I think, 14. 12, yeah, 16.
it shows as good as
Your
the-
record is-
and the good quarterback is. If you don't have a good arm in the game, you can't always win. Like he can run, but that wasn't the story. The story was the Titans running back again.
Yes. Yes. So that was your player for the Titans, but I want to know what's your player for the Ravens.
I still am going with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He still
Yeah.
is young. He's only been like a couple years. He's shown like he can play well, but he needs to get more arm strength
Yeah.
because you can't just rely on your running.
I see.
Because look at Rodgers. He did that for the first number of years. Now he's more of just a thrower.
Oh, okay. For me, the Titans, Henry again was the most best player for them. He had 30 carries. He almost had 200 yards of running, and then an average of 6.5. That's very high for the NFL.
Yeah, and their quarterback. We're not
And
even going to
130.
mention.
Tannehill. Imagine this, Paul. Titans make it to the Super Bowl, and it's like a homecoming for Tannehill, and all the Dolphin fans are booing him. Huh? Because that's where he started, right?
Yeah, but I don't see the Titans.
I know, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
that could happen maybe. And then for the Ravens again, like you, Paul, like Lamar Jackson, he tried his best. He had a bad throwing game, only 50% passes complete, but he had a monster thing. Oh, Paul's kind of getting over his cold
Yeah.
right now. 365 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
And then for his running game, he carried it 20 times, and he had 143, and it's 7.2 average. That's amazing. He was still trying hard to win the game, but he
But-
couldn't do it alone. That's it, basically.
And then the next game for Sunday.
Chiefs versus Texans.
This-
That was a crazy game.
This,
It was like,
this could be considered maybe one of the best games of the week
yeah,
because you go down 24, everybody says, "Oh, it's over,
Yeah,
it's over."
yeah.
But here's the funny part: the Chiefs scored like 41 unanswered points, but in 7 straight possessions, and then they had to put on the screen, due to the most touchdowns in 7 straight possessions, we ran out of fireworks.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Hey, you score so many.
I know.
the
They
same-
ran out of fireworks. That's right. It's true. They thought they were going to have a real game. And the final score for that one was 51-31. What's your best players for the Chiefs and the
For the Chiefs,
Texans?
the Chiefs, I have to say Patrick Mahomes. Like,
Yeah.
he is the only one I think in history is in a quarter throw 4 touchdown passes,
Yeah.
and he had 5 overall.
Nice.
If he does that next game,
Their turkey is cooked, right?
Yeah.
And then how about for the Texans, who lost a big lead?
I have to go with their quarterback.
Watson? Yeah, I'm all right. For me, again, I agree with Paul. The Chiefs quarterback, Mahomes. He had a okay thing, 23, so about 75% pass completion, 5 touchdowns, and the yardage for passing was 321. That's an amazing stat. And then that's it for him. And then for the Titans, I also said
Texans.
I always get confused. Remember before they were Houston, Texas, and then they went to Texans.
Yeah.
It was Watson as well for me. He had 50% passing, almost a little bit over, 188 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So that was okay. And in our final game, it was the Packers versus the Seahawks, and darn it, Russell Wilson tried his hardest to be a game breaker, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So who was the best player for you? And the final score was 28-23. That was one of the closest games ever. Because they tried to push to the end, but then they couldn't do it because of Joey Graham.
Yeah, and like my player of the game for the Packers, I have to say is the wide receiver Davante Adams.
Oh yes, he blew it up. And then how about for the Seahawks?
I have to go with Russell Wilson. He's
Yeah.
shown you can go down by a bunch, and he can still rally a team.
Yes, excellent. I too agree with Paul. Russell Wilson. He had a nice game. 21 out of 30 passes completed, 277 yards, 1 touchdown, and then running wise, he ran for 64, and then he had an average of 9.1. Not bad.
Yeah.
And then for the Packers, it was good old Rodgers. I love Rodgers. He controlled the game. Oh, Paul's dying. He's dying. He can't be in the video anymore.
No, I'm not dying. Don't worry. I'll be like Steve. We ain't never
Yeah,
dying.
yeah. So it's two touchdowns he got, and then 249 yards for Rodgers. And now it's time for our picks for the conference championship. So our first game, right off the bat, is Titans versus Chiefs. What are your keys for the both teams, Paul?
For the Chiefs, their offense, like they need to play like they played in the second, third, and fourth quarter. They need to show that for 4 quarters. They can't get off those slow starts.
Okay.
It's Tennessee were like, but Tennessee needs to try not just running the ball because eventually it's.
But remember, they met in the regular season and they won against them.
Yeah, but the Mahomes, I don't think was playing in that game.
Yeah.
He might have been. I can't remember.
Yeah. All right, so that's your keys.
Yeah.
All right, for me, just give him Henry, lots of Henry. He needs to have the same performance like last week, over 200 yards.
I don't see it going 3 straight weeks like that. Just because now
Yeah.
the Chiefs have seen the highlights, they know
What is this?
they're gonna
sense?
try. They're gonna try and make Tannehill
Yeah.
throw the ball.
All right, and then for the Chiefs, it's like you, Paul. I said I want Mahomes. I have 2 players actually. Mahomes needs to have a solid passing game. He has to run when he needs to run, and then after that it's Kelsey. He needs to find Kelsey for the big plays,
Yeah.
and that's it for my thing. Now the second, what did you pick for the game? What's your pick for the game? Chiefs or Titans?
Chiefs.
And I also picked Chiefs. Then after that, it's the game I'm waiting for. It's 49ers versus Packers.
This could be a good game because,
Remember in the regular season?
But
they
that-
got beaten up.
but this one is almost like a homecoming for Rodgers. Rodgers is from Southern California,
Oh, so he's going home. That's nice.
but like that's when a lot of players there's more pressure on them.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling the Niners just like the Packers like have a good offense. 49ers have a good offense.
Yeah.
The Packers have a good defense.
Yeah,
49ers
they do.
have, it's the team that can not turn the ball over the most.
Yep, that's my words exactly. But I have a little bit more to elaborate. So, for the 49ers, again, we need Jimmy to be focused, not do dumb plays. He did only one dumb play, but he waived that. Also, he needs to run again. Next one is the running team of Breida, what's it called, Coleman and Mustafa. Needs to do again almost 100 yards, 200 yards in total. And the next one is Kittle. Kittle needs to just ram through everything. When he passes, he gotta get the extra yards, put his whole body into it.
And the other thing,
Yeah,
they need to put pressure on Rodgers. You can't give him time
yeah,
in the
that's what
pocket.
happened the last game, right? When they bet him, they sacked him for like 5.
And then you set they
And then
set
Sherman got an interception or 2 off.
Yeah.
And then that's what I was talking about, defense as well. So we need Boza to do the sacks like he did last week, and then Sherman to get the interception. So
Yeah.
it's a 1-2 hit combo.
Yeah.
All right, and then for the Packers, Rodgers needs to control the game. We don't want they don't have to bring the offense in. They want to kill
Yeah.
the clock, right?
Yeah.
And then Jones needs to run the best game of his life to make it to the Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And then the receiving team too.
Yeah.
They need to get big plays happening, and that's it. And then defense is about even. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. So what's your pick for the game, Paul?
49ers.
And I picked 49ers too. So now we're doing the weekly NHL and NBA now. All right, let's begin, Paul. So this is for Wednesday, January 15, 2020. First game up, Canadians versus Blackhawks. I'm picking Canadians. Paul is picking the Blackhawks. These are two of the greatest rivalry. And oh my God, Paul's dying on us again. He's drinking cold pop. I told him to drink tea, but he doesn't listen.
Nah, I drank enough tea over the
Yeah,
weekend.
but you need more tea, man.
I'll turn into your uncle.
All right, excellent. And then after that, it was Flyers and Blues. We both picked the Blues because they're returning to their championship form.
Yeah.
And then for you, Paul, NBA, can you call it out?
Okay. For Wednesday the 15th.
Yeah.
So Celtics versus I think it's Pistons. Who knows? But
Yeah.
Jose's Reading.
Yes, you're right.
Celtics. We both picked Celtics.
Yep.
76ers Nets. I picked Philly. You picked then Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Then for the Spurs Heat. I pick Heat. You pick Spurs.
Yep.
Wizard Bulls. We both picked Wizards. Raps versus Thunder. I picked Raptors. You
The
picked Thunder.
Raptors almost have 95% of their team back. That's a
Yep.
good thing, so they can start winning.
Pacers versus Wolves. We both picked Pacers. Nuggets versus Hornets. We both picked Nuggets. Rockets versus Blazers. We both picked Rockets.
I don't know how
Mavs-
Harden is keeping up with this high-scoring offense.
Mavs versus Kings. We both picked Mavs. And Lakers versus
Lakers.
versus
Magic.
Lakers versus Magic. We both picked Lakers.
All right, so now we're going to Thursday, January 16, 2020. First game off the bat for the NHL was the Leafs versus Flames. I'm picking the Leafs after this fantastic victory over the Devils. 7-4 was it?
Yep.
And then after that it's Pens versus Bruins. This is a hard match because Crosby's back, so it changes the whole team dynamics. So I'm going with Bruins, while Paul's going with Crosby and Pens. Then after that is Kings and Panthers. I hate the Panthers because every time I pick them they lose, but for some reason
When
Oh.
I picked them,
They're like throwing goals everywhere.
except for on Sunday when I picked the Leafs.
Yeah, and then day one in many ways. So we're Paul's picking Panthers. I'm picking the Kings. Then it's the Blue Jackets versus the Capitals. Sorry, Canes.
Yeah.
I'm picking Blue Jackets, and Paul's picking the Canes. Then it's my team, Canadians versus Flyers. Last time they met, the Flyers won. Isn't it overtime or they blew them out? I can't remember. But hopefully they'll get vindication next time. And it's Islanders versus Rangers, Battle of New York. I'm going with the Rangers. Paul's going with the Islanders. Then it's Capitals versus Devils. Paul's not picking the Devils over the Caps. They're the best team in that league right now. Then it's Golden Knights versus Sens. We both pick Golden Knights. Then it's Lightning versus Wild. We both pick Lightning. Then it's Predators versus Ducks. I picked the Ducks because I still believe in them, and Predators are a good milk team right now. Then it's Avalanche versus Sabres. We're picking Avalanchers. And then finally, Coyotes and Canucks. Paul's the Canadian supporter. He's picking the Canucks, and I'm picking the Coyotes because of Taylor Hall, which boosts their offense. Go ahead. Oh no, Paul's dying again.
No, it's not as bad as I was on the weekend. Because that was a dry cough. This is more like a wet one.
Oh, all right. Let's go, Paul. NBA.
NBA's
For January 16th.
Yep. Suns versus Knicks. I picked Suns. You picked Knicks. We don't know why he picked Knicks.
Yep.
Bucks versus Celtics. We both picked Bucks because of the Greek Freak.
Yep. That's right, Paul.
Jazz versus Pelicans. I picked Jazz. You picked the Pellies.
Yep. I love the Pellies.
Then Clippers versus Magic.
Both of us picked Clippers.
Yep. And then Nuggets versus Warriors. We have to pick Nuggets because we lost faith in the Warriors.
Of course. And then again, I have the small short list again, Paul. It's for Friday, January 17, 2020. First game for the NHL is Ducks versus Canes. I'm picking the Ducks because, you know, they have good players, but they just need to exploit them. And then Paul's picking the Canes. And then after that, we're picking the Pens to win the Red Wings because they're going nowhere in the season. And then finally, the Jets versus Lightning. Paul's, you know, he's a Canadian supporter, so he's picking the Jets. I'm picking the Lightning, who apparently jumped over the Leafs already because they're so hot.
and
That's
I-
the hottest team in
And
there.
I get the love.
Yeah, you get the long list, Paul. Hey, let's go. What is it?
For Friday
17?
17 for NBA.
Yeah.
Wolves versus Pacers. Both picked Pacers. Raptors versus Wizards. We both picked Raptors. 76ers both. We both picked 76ers. Heat Thunder. I pick Heat. Jose picks Thunder.
They're a hot team right now.
Grizzlies versus Cavs. We both picked Grizzlies. Spurs Hawks. We both picked Spurs. And Mavs Blazers. I picked Mavs. Jose picks Blazers.
All right. Uh-oh. Now I got the long list, eh? So this is the games for Saturday, January 18, 2020. First game is Capitals and Islanders. I'm picking the Capitals. Due to so many games, I'm not going to talk about anything. I'm just going to say my picks. Blues and Avalanchers. Paul picked Blues. I picked Avalanchers. Coyotes versus Oilers. I'm picking Coyotes. Paul's picking Oilers. Flames versus Sens. We're both picking the Flames. After that is Devils and Blue Jackets. I'm picking Blue Jackets. Paul's picking Devils. Panthers versus Red Wings. We both pick Panthers. They're still doing good. What's it called? Next one is Kings versus Flyers. I pick Flyers. Paul picked Kings.
Yeah.
Then it's Golden Knights versus Canadians. Of course, on my team, Canadians. They're looking maybe for a fourth win right now, if they did win the other ones. And then Paul picked the Golden Knights. Then it's Sabres versus Predators. I picked Sabres. Paul picked Predators. Stars versus Wild. We both picked Stars. And finally, oh wait, two more games. Sharks versus Canadians. Paul picked the Canucks. And I also picked the Canucks as well. Then finally, it's the Leafs versus Blackhawks because I erased my mind for that one. Sorry about that, Paul. I picked the Blackhawks. Paul picked the Leafs.
Yeah.
Now NBA for Paul.
Oh, so that's why the piece looks so long.
Yeah.
For the NBA for Saturday, Clippers versus Pellies. I pick Clippers. Jose picks the Pellies.
Yeah.
Bucks versus Nets. We both pick Bucks. Suns, Celtics. I pick Suns. Jose picks Celtics.
Yeah.
Hawks, Pistons. I pick Hawks. You pick Pistons. 76ers, Knicks. We both pick 76ers. Cavs, Bulls. I pick Cavs. You pick Bulls. Raptors, Wolves. We both pick Raptors. Rockets, Lakers. I pick Rockets. You pick Lakers. Magic, Warriors. We both pick Magic. Thunder versus Blazers. We both pick Thunder. And Jazz versus Kings. We both pick Jazz.
All right, and then finally on Sunday, we got two short lists. Well, let's get this done fast. So this is for Sunday, January 19, 2020. The NHL games are Sens versus Bruins. I'm picking Bruins. Paul's picking Sens. I don't know why, but it's okay. Islanders versus Hurricanes. I'm picking Canes. Paul's picking Islanders. They're pretty good teams together. Then it's Blue Jackets versus Rangers. We both pick Rangers over the Blue Jackets. And finally, Jets and Blackhawks. Paul is always supporting the Canadian team, so he's picking Jets. I'm picking Blackhawks because they have a couple good Canadian players there.
And then for the NBA for Sunday, Heat versus Spurs. I pick Heat. You pick Spurs. And Pacers versus Nuggets. I pick Pacers. You pick Nuggets.
All right, let's go. Paul's gone. That's why we're trying to put him in bed.
No,
Give him some
I'm
chicken
not.
soup.
No, I'll be good. Like, but the best thing when you have a cold,
Yeah.
cough it out.
Yes.
Just to get out of your.
See, home remedies by Paul. You see, we're gonna do a health segment with you. How to get rid of a cold by Paul.
Or one time we're gonna do a video with Savio, but we're gonna call this video "How to Win by Cheating."
Oh my goodness.
and because Savio's team can't win without cheating, and Tyler G knows it to be a fact.
Oh my goodness, trouble. So this is Monday. There's a what's it called holiday for the United States, right, Paul? It's
Happy Martin Luther
it's
King Day.
That's right. And then it's
I lived the dream.
Yes, we do. There's only two games for the NHL. So it's Red Wings versus Avalanche. We both pick Avalanches. Then it's Wild versus Panthers. This is the only time I'm gonna pick Panthers because the other team is worse than the Panthers. So
Okay.
that's why. And then Paul has a big long list of NBA games to go through.
For Martin Luther King Day,
Yeah.
or as they put it in the States, MLK Day.
Yep. Nice short.
That's
That's good. Well, yeah, we have lots of viewers from the United States, so that's why we're giving them the shout out.
Wizards versus Pistons.
Yeah, Pistons and Wizards.
Whatever.
Come on, you have to read.
I pick Wizards. You pick the Pisties.
Yeah, and that's right. You see, he's
We're-
making pet names for the teams now.
The Raps versus the Hockeys.
Yeah.
We both pick Raps.
You see?
76ers versus Nets. We both pick 76ers. Rockets, Thunder. I pick Rockets. You pick Thunder. Knicks, Cavs. I pick Knicks. You pick Cavs. Pelicans versus
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
I pick Pelican, you pick Pelican.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Bucks.
Bucks versus Bulls. We both pick Bucks.
Yep.
Magic versus Hornets. We both pick Magic. Heat Kings. We both pick Heat. Lakers Celtics. I pick Lakers. You pick Celtics. Nuggets Wolves. I pick Nuggets. You pick Wolves.
Yeah.
Jazz versus Pacers. I pick Jazz. You pick Pacers. Spurs Suns. I pick Spurs. You pick Suns. Blazers Warriors. We both pick Blazers.
All right, and now our final day, Tuesday, January 21st, 2020. So the first game for the NHL is Islanders versus Rangers. Again, the Battle of New York. I'm picking Rangers. Paul is picking Islanders. Next one is Golden Knights versus Bruins. I'm picking the Bruins because Paul doesn't like the Bruins. So he picks the Golden Knights. Oh my goodness, Paul's dying on us again.
I'm not gonna die.
I'm gonna have to stop the video.
Don't worry.
Then it's Jets versus Canes. I picked Canes, and Paul picked the Jets, which are playing very well past week.
But don't think people just think I'm smoking too many cigars.
Yeah. Oh my God, Paul, why didn't you call me over for a cigar? So mean.
Yeah.
Pens versus Flyers. Another battle of Pennsylvania, I guess. Paul picked Pens. I picked Flyers. Then it's Panthers versus Blackhawks. I picked Blackhawks, and then Paul picked the dreaded Panthers. And now only one game for the NBA, Paul, and then we'll be done.
Clippers versus Mavs. I picked Clippers. You picked the Mavies.
All right. And on that note, Paul, say good day. This is picks from the 6. Bye, Paul. Bye, everybody. Thank you for your support.